Now time for the 7 things you'll be talking about today. Number 7.
We're all garbage, according to how the media and, Democrats like to say everyone's garbage if you're voting for Donald Trump. But did you know garbage is getting more expensive? Yes, that's right. Even garbage is more expensive under President Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris. And since they've taken office, the price has risen 20.5% on consumer goods. Garbage collections up 18.5%. So since you're garbage, this is a good study done by YellowhammerNews.com. They looked at the price of garbage since this is becoming a talking point. Katie Britt and Tommy Tuberville of Montgomery and Auburn, respectively. The senators there have criticized the administration's economic policies. Caroline Dobson hitting this theme as well as she closes the door on her campaign. Alabama families are paying $1,000 more per month just to cover basic living costs. It's time to rein in this reckless government spending and put hardworking families first. Just think about that. $48K is how much you spent during this administration more.
Number 6.
Mobile television stations Fox 10. Mobile television station Fox 10's reporter Brendan Kirby is suggesting that the focus on ALO2 in Alabama is leading many to ignore another important U.S. House race in the 1st Congressional District, where Democrat Tom Holmes, a retired teacher from Mobile, is taking on incumbent Republican Representative Barry Moore, a Republican out of Enterprise. Despite Moore's significant fundraising advantage, Holmes argues that Moore, who now represents a redrawn district covering Baldwin and parts of Mobile County, hasn't advocated effectively for federal funds to support local infrastructure. All of this is to say that this race matters too. And then I asked him, I said, how much ad spending is being done down there? Oh, not much. You know why? Because it doesn't matter. That's why. This is an attempt to make something matter that doesn't. Just there it is.
Number 5.
Here's a bit of a tell as to what Democrat priorities are moving forward into 2025 and beyond. Universities will want Democrats in control of Congress so anti-Semitism can continue? Seems like a bit of a stretch. But according to a key detail in the House Education Committee's report on campus anti-Semitism, Columbia University board chairs Greenwald and Levin, these are two of the individuals there, they came out and said, and were told by Democratic politicians that, hey, just chill out. Don't do too much until the Republicans don't have control of the House anymore, and we'll kind of call off the dogs on punishing you guys for your anti-Semitism. You don't really have a political problem. You have a Republican problem, meaning the anti-Semitism will be able to continue on your campuses because Democrats don't care. It's quite the tell.
Number 4.
Vice presidential candidate and United States Senator J.D. Vance, a Republican of Ohio, went on the wildly popular Joe Rogan podcast yesterday, where the media's focus seemed to be the middle-of-the-road takes on gender-affirming care, that it's being pushed, because it obviously is. The media likes that part of the story because apparently they both have a problem with this, okay? And how Vance reacted to the assassination, which was he did not like it, and he got his family home immediately and was very concerned about what was happening in the country. Vance also humorously claimed that Biden's controversial comments about Trump supporters might unintentionally help Trump's campaign. I think that's true. And they debated climate change, with Vance expressing skepticism about the focus on carbon footprints and Rogan questioning the profitability of green initiatives, particularly pointing to Bill Gates' investments. That's an interesting conversation right there.
Number 3.
Julia Roberts and George Clooney have both come under fire for ads encouraging voters to secretly support Vice President Kamala Harris. I find this fascinating, and I may be the only one that finds this fascinating, but I find this to be absolutely fascinating that there is a major presidential race taking place right now, or a presidential race taking place right now, and there are tons of people who are saying, hey, vote for my person, but don't tell anyone. It just, that doesn't scream confidence. It doesn't. Roberts is suggesting that women can vote any way you want and no one will ever know. Clooney's ad is aimed at Christian men, they say. Okay. Simply implies they should hide their Harris vote, promoting secrecy even from friends. It's condescending. It's dishonest. It's weird. It's dumb. It's pathetic. It can't be helpful. There's not a single man without a man bun that saw that commercial and was like, that's me.
Number 2.
Alabama Lieutenant Governor Will Ainsworth condemned the sign outside of Birmingham's New Era Baptist Church, calling it inappropriate and urging churches to spread messages of love rather than intimidation. The pastor there, Pastor Michael R. Jordan, known for posting provocative messages, defended the sign as part of his ministry, stating it reflects his duty to speak out on social issues. The sign in question referred to Trump-supporting black men as stupid, ignorant Negroes. This is their words. It's what they're saying, and it is not great. Not great at all. The exact wording: attention to all blacks who plan to vote for Trump. You are an ignorant, stupid Negro. So, this guy's out there. In the past, he had said a white vote for Trump is pure racism. A black vote for Trump is mental illness. Nice guy. Nice guy.
Now, time for the number one thing you'll be talking about today.
So the Alabama Republican Party has upset a lot of people, both in the media and in the Democratic Party, but they are basically the same thing. The media and their Democrats very upset that the ALGOP is targeting Democratic candidate Shamari Figures with mailers criticizing him as weak on crime and supportive of transgender rights for minors, framing his stance as out of touch with Alabama values. Okay, let's just say that we're mad about this. Is it untrue? I mean, are the ads untrue? You can call them fear-mongering and racially charged and all this other stuff if you want, but my question is this. Are they untrue? And the answer is they're not. You can accuse them of fear-mongering all you want for pointing out accurate Democrat policy positions in 2024, but if that's what's happening, if the position you're holding is seen as fearful, then aren't you the bad guy? I don't understand this. Hakeem Jeffries, the House Minority Leader, U.S. House Minority Leader, came to town, called people MAGA extremists, which again is okay. You're allowed to do that. That's fine. LGBTQ and civil rights advocates have criticized the ads as divisive and exploitative, while GOP leaders insist the issues highlighted are critical for the community's safety and reflect their commitment to Alabama values. I don't see what the problem is. If I'm Shamari Figures, why don't I just come out and say, this is what I believe, they're right about this, but they're framing it the wrong way? Because if they tell you the truth about what they believe, this is a theme nationally and in Alabama, if they tell you the truth about what they believe, who the hell's going to vote for them? Who would vote for them if they came out and said, I want to trans your kids and I want to let criminals out of jail? Well, that's what the record shows. So there you go. You have the simple facts on the table, and they're pretending they're not facts. I don't understand it, but that's where we are as a society. The 7 things, of course, brought to you by our friends at 2 Men in a Truck. 2 Men in a Truck, Huntsville.com. Talk to those guys when it's time for you to make your next move. They're going to make sure that you make it easy and that you make it smart. You're going to get in there and have these guys take care of it so you don't have to. Near, far, big, small, sunny, rainy, snowy, sleety, whatever it is, 2 Men in a Truck are going to help you make that next move, and they're going to do it for you, and they're going to make you happy that they did it. 2 Men in a Truck, Huntsville.com. Check those guys out today. Let them make your next move for you. You'll be very happy that they did. If you'd like to weigh in here, you can do so. ScoutPestControl.com, WVNN, Hot Take text line. Get your questions in for 10 with him. Answer our question of the day for a $50 free-for-all Friday as well. Have you ever hid your vote from anyone or had someone hide their vote from you? We'll get some of your answers. We'll continue that as we move forward right there. And you can email us as well.
You've got mail.
Dale at WVNN.com. And that right there is the DowntownRescueMission.org email inbox.
Get WVNN's Dale Jackson's 7 things you should be talking about today right in your email box every morning. Go to YellowHammerNews.com and sign up today.